The fireworks show was amazing. Event workers are now breaking everything down, and the crowd has gone home after a long, hot, and humid day of fun. Former President Donald Trump says he's been going to church since he was a kid in Queens, and he's hoping to convince believers to vote and also see him as the best candidate. The energy is crazy in the Battery, but from New Year's resolutions to a glass of bubbly to just spending time with family, Atlantans say they're having fun anyway. It was mere feet away from Carter's hearse as it passed by this afternoon. It was a full day of remembrance and reflection, not just here in Atlanta, but across the entire state. Fans tell me they have no doubt that the Braves will beat the Phillies tonight. The Shot Boys should be hitting the stage any minute now, and the family says this is all in an effort to help bring justice for Johnny Hallman. The song that gathered crowds onto the dance floor.
He always wanted to have people dance and be happy and, come together.
And a crowd gathered one more time to say goodbye.
His heart was open and wide.
His wife knows her heart as Anthony Leonard Platt, but the world knew him as DJ Unk. Unk exploded on the radio back in 2006 with top 10 Billboard hits Walk It Out and Two Step. But long before that, longtime friend DJ Threat says he was keeping the party going for teens all around Atlanta.
Atlanta is what made we kind of feed off of what we see in our neighborhood.
A product of his environment, Antonio Eagle says Unk was inspired by the crunk and snap era, merging the music together to make the world dance.
And he was traveling to Japan and everything. He was overseas.
His songs still circulating clubs and parties to this day. Grammy-nominated rapper Glorilla recently sampled DJ Unk, and that song is charting now. Eagle says that's because Unk made feel-good music that every generation can understand.
He just wanted to do something good with his music.
While the music lives, DJ Unk died at age 43, leaving behind 7 kids and a big music family, too.
He earned his wings.
When Unk wasn't soaring on stage, DJ Threat said he did his best to unite the community that made him. And one final dance party is exactly how he would have wanted to go out.
He's did several events and charities, and I'm sure everybody will be missing him.
No matter if you're cis or trans or non-binary, we're all trying to fit into a box that we were never meant to fit into.
The Purpose Ball is meant to be a way to be inclusive for everyone to express themselves freely.
I hope it continues to build up LGBTQ community at a time in which so many are coming against the community.
Rashad Burgess with Gilead Sciences says the focus is on trans Black women and equity in healthcare, as the medical industry just hasn't caught up with their needs.
The impact that HIV has had on Black trans folks.
That, along with other tragedies. In April, 3 trans women were killed in Atlanta, including Ashley Burton and Rashida Coco Williams. In response, Atlanta is already rolling out funds. This week, Mayor Andre Dickens announced that $10,000 will go to the Atlanta Legal Aid Society Incorporated, and $25,000 goes to
Destination Tomorrow is an organization that we also support, and so we're happy to be standing in solidarity.
Actress and trans advocate Angelica Ross sees the funding as progress.
A step in the right direction. Trans organizations are well underfunded.
In fact, data shows trans communities receive less than 1% of all foundation funding. That's 1 penny for every $100 rewarded. So literally every penny counts. And beyond the celebrations, donations, and causes, Ross says laws can't get in the way of the support of not just trans women, but all women.
By supporting their full sense of self, their full health, our mental and emotional health, our physical health, and sexual health. The more that we focus on that and giving women autonomy, then we will be able to fight these battles with these bills that are trying to restrict our rights.
Despite the King family's many losses, the theme of the evening was the spirit of gratefulness.
So thankful to have loved and to have been loved by Dexter Scott King.
Grateful for the short time the family had with the late Dexter Scott King. Dr. Bernice King remembers how her brother always marched to the beat of his own drum and who was ahead of his time.
A very analytical, brilliant person, a strategist par excellence.
Loved ones said Dexter was rocked to sleep to the melody of We Shall Overcome.
You, my love, were born a king, beautifully sculpted with the physical traits and intellect of the most revered and impactful man of our time, your beloved father.
And as the son of two great forces in the civil rights movement, Dr. Martin Luther and Coretta Scott King, Dexter followed in their footsteps.
Dexter was helping us to pioneer and opening up doors for people so that they too could build generational wealth.
Dexter's vigil gave us a walk through his history of excellence. He sat down with the man accused of killing his father, his 7-year-old eyes taking in that trauma.
Your efforts were not always met with praise or seen clearly by others. Your vision was often met with disagreements, challenges, and yes, sometimes conflict.
You have led me through the fire.
His family says instead of getting fired up, he led with love. And to that, they said, well done.
Dexter, I know, has been welcomed home. Mom and Dad and Yolanda. He's run his race. Now, it's up to us.
Dexter Scott King. The keeper of the dream. Tresia Bowles, 11 Alive News.